96.
One dart at tops. Wade's waiting.
Game shot on the first leg.
Carry on
Gary
waiting.
Anderson.
76 check
Second
out
leg is
from
James
the world champ.
first. Game on.
Takes the opening leg on throw.
$85.
Quarterfinals so far. I've seen Michael Van Gerwen beat Stephen Bunting. That was a cracker. 8-5. Peter Wright, 8-4 winner.
100.
Over Adrian Lewis and then Taylor beating Raymond van Barneveld 8-3.
$136.
Important last dart for James Wade.
$100.
Same could be said for the Scot. Head-to-head, 22-11 in Gary Anderson's favour. Unbeaten in his last 6 matches against James Wade.
Well, he's staying up
60.
at the treble 20s and perhaps should have switched, although James Wade is not a player that's reluctant to find other trebles.
100.
That's unlucky, it's a good dart. Treble 5.
85.
Anderson will be telling himself 6 darts from here. May not need that many.
139.
That puts pressure
James
on James Wade here.
135.
135 to hold his throw. Treble 20 leaves the ball. So Anderson, who took out 76 to win the opening leg.
45.
Well, with the
Gary
last
Uruguay,
dart of
62.
Anderson's previous throw, I like the 25. That guarantees him 2 darts at a double. Well, he's going to get the 2 darts at a double. Now it's double 2. Oh, and
60.
missed.
James Uruguay,
A
90.
chance here for James Wade. Needs to go the 20 route. Another 20 leaves him the ball. And here we go. The red bit in the middle of the board. Oh, wow.
51. Gary Uruguay, 2. Game shot on the second leg. Gary Anderson.
Probably the best in the world
Third
on
leg
double
is Gary
one.
to throw first. Game on.
It's not quite the label you want.
No, but it's true, isn't it? He will, if he's splitting, he would leave double 1 instead of double 2. He
96.
he's not afraid of going for double 1. Is the point I'm making. You see Anderson leaving double 1 more than any other player, even when he has a choice.
134.
Well, as yet, Anderson or Wade to hit a maximum. And you know one of them's going to get it into their stride sooner or later. Or is it going to be right now? That's unlucky. Just a deflection.
133.
Yeah, excellent stuff again from the Scot. So
Gary Uruguay, 132.
both on 132. Anderson will look at the ball. And he needs the ball.
107.
Great effort, wasn't it?
James Uruguay, 132.
Well, that would have looked so big from where Gary Anderson was standing. Will he go treble 14? Yes. He was going for the treble 14,
64.
which is a left,
Gary
a
Uruguay,
double top.
25.
Double 6 for 3-0.
Games on the third
that's
leg.
punishing
Gary
dart.
Anderson. Fourth leg is James to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Wade must have felt confidence of getting the treble 14, but I thought that first dart was sat up so nicely for him to follow it in for another bull. But 3-0 it is. The world champ averaging around about 100.
100. $56.
Well, a lot of low darts from James Wade. Giving Anderson a chance here to steal a throw. Is this going to be the first maximum of the match?
140.
Just pulled the third dart low.
$121.
Good recovery from Wade. For me, a leg he has to win. Really does. Can't afford to go 2 breaks of throw down against a flying Scotsman.
95.
Well, that was not the dart he wanted, because of course it means that Anderson is not on a finish, but Wade may not be.
32.
Well, James made a rather a mess of that. Had a chance to get back in the leg, and now it's Anderson. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolute perfect setup from Gary Anderson. So he's going to come back double 16 to break the throw of James Wade and take a 4-0 lead.
65. Gary Uruguay 32.
Double 8 then. Double 4.
Games on
Double 4
leg.
gets the job done, and double 4 makes it 4.
Game on.
On the spin for Anderson. Frustration for James Wade, but at the moment he's just been outplayed, isn't
134.
Yeah, I mentioned that Anderson unbeaten in the last 6 against Wade, including a 10-8 victory over the machine in the first World Series event of the year in Dubai in the quarterfinals. But I also remember Wade winning an epic semi-final at the World Grand Prix. You remember Anderson was 3 sets to 1 up. Wade won it 4-3. Eventually lost to Michael van Gerwen in the final, of course. Anderson's range on the treble has been exceptional. 103 average for Gary Anderson, only 87 for James Wade, and those stats tell their own story.
Gary Uruguay 102.
Well, he's not going to check it out, but he's going to set it up.
52.
James Wade, the best he can do is hit a big score and just hope that Gary Anderson is going to miss 2 darts at a double, 10 for double top to go 5-0 up.
Gary Uruguay 50.
So tops it is.
Games
Anderson
on the
is
fifth leg.
coasting in Japan.
Second leg, James
5-0, the world champ
on.
in front.
Well, the previous game against Barney, and I said it was leg 6 when he started moving. And is this the movement of James Wade?
100.
Every time the anticipation from the Japanese crowd, every time a player starts a leg with a 180, chasing a 9 darter and a $50,000 bonus. We've seen Adrian Lewis hit 7 perfect darts. Peter Wright hit 6 perfect darts.
140.
Michael van Gerwen also hit 6 perfect darts in his win over Stephen Bunting.
100.
5-0 Anderson, hoping to set up a semi-final against Philip Taylor as he hits his second. 161 for James Wade. Anderson here threatening with an 11 darter.
44. Gary Uruguay 81.
Yeah, getting angry, isn't he, Wade? Bullseye.
56. James Uruguay 117.
He's only had 1 dart and a double, James Wade.
Yeah,
He's going to get another.
I was going to say, Stuart, these are the only pickings he's getting at the moment.
97. Gary Uruguay
He can't
25.
take the chance that he's been given to Gary Anderson. 1 for double 12 for 6-0. And 6-0, very easy.
Gary Anderson. 7 leggers.
This is
Gary through first.
unlike match of James Wade. He's normally
Yes.
a lot more solid than this. But Gary Anderson up to 102, so a
95.
good performance from the world champion.
He's done what he's had to do, hasn't he? He's found the doubles when they really matter, and I think Wade is getting more and more and more. Well, maybe he can channel that anger into the darts and make them fly like that.
Well, he kicked off with a 180 in the previous
60.
leg and managed to lose it. Now, well, you can see the frustration. Every time the maximum is hit at the start of a leg, we
27.
all anticipate the 9 darter.
Good last dart.
140.
Anderson's hungry, you know, he wants more trophies, he wants more titles, and he also wants to beat Phil Taylor. You may remember that Taylor absolutely walloped Anderson in the semi-finals in Dubai, didn't he, just a month or so ago, and he's eyeing up another clash with Taylor to try and put that right here in Japan.
100. Gary Uruguay 78.
Yes, he did. It just didn't turn up that night against Phil Taylor.
Right on the
He
wire.
certainly has turned up here tonight.
James on the
Leg
seventh
7
leg.
goes to Gary Anderson.
Eighth leg is James.
James Wade
Bingo.
got whitewashed in a Premier League match, which I believe was his first time.
Yeah, he won't want the embarrassment of a whitewash here.
96.
Anderson, though, has that ruthless streak, doesn't he? Which he's developed more and more in the last 9 months or so.
123.
Which has helped take him to 3 big titles, none bigger than the World Championship, the Premier League, the Players' Championship finals.
60.
And here now, you've got to say that a whitewash is looking likely.
137.
Well, he needs to do something special, does James Wade, to perhaps even
92.
get 1 leg on the board. It's in Anderson's hands to walk off 8-0. As we said, didn't expect a whitewash in any games
60.
here in Japan. And it would set up, as you said, Stuart, a rematch with Phil Taylor.
140.
Michael Van Gerwen will play Peter Wright in the other semi-final.
Oh, what pressure.
135.
What pressure.
James Uruguay 113.
Gonna get another dart at tops to avoid the whitewash. Well done. Much relief for James Wade. Thumbs up. He avoids the whitewash. Anderson was poised, waiting for the win, but 113 checkout. And it's 7-1.
100.
Well, we do say James Wade is one of the kings of just over the 100 checkouts. Didn't expect it to come when he was 7-0 down, mind.
100.
He's also known for the odd comeback or so. You remember the Masters
I do, against Mervyn King.
in 2014 in Scotland.
100.
He was down and out. 9-1, 9-2, 111-10.
He's got a bit of a push in his throw tonight, James Wade. It isn't as smooth as it used to be. Anderson hits his 3rd maximum.
That's smooth, all right. Silky smooth from the Scot. What a response, though. Fantastic.
162.
Brilliant 162 from Wade. But bull for Anderson.
71.
They hit the 25.
James Uruguay 140.
No. Can he? Can he? Well,
Do you know that ball, that dart falling out of the
Gary
bullseye
Uruguay 50.
has done Gary Anderson a favour, because now he can go for his favourite double top.
to win
Game shot.
the quarter-final in
Gary
style with
Anderson.
an average of 103. James Wade